All right, so we are going to learn how to expand complex binomial. Okay, so this is complex binomial. It's a little bit tricky, but it's still doable. So how are we going to do it? The first thing is, since we have the power of 4, we use our combination method. So our combination method, if you have been following this channel, you know that we've talked about combination method a lot. So combination method, you see combination NR equals n factorial over n minus r factorial, then r factorial. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to find the coefficients of the binomials. So it's going to be combination 4, 0. It will now be 4 factorial over 4 minus 0 factorial, then multiply by 0 factorial. So this is going to give us 4 factorial over 4 minus 0 is going to give you 4 factorial, then 0 factorial. So if this cancels this, so you have 1 over 0 factorial, which is the same thing as 1, okay? So 1 over 0 is 1. Then we also have combination 4, 1, and this will now be 4 factorial over 4 minus 1 factorial, then multiply by 1 factorial. So here we have 4 factorial over 4 minus 1 is going to give you 3 factorial. Then we have 1 factorial. So we can expand this or simplify it by saying 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 over 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, then multiply by 1 again because we have 1 factorial, please. So, of course, this will cancel this, this will cancel this, this will cancel this. So we have 4 over 1, and that will give us 4. All right? So we also say combination of 4 by 2. So you have 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial, then 2 factorial. So this will give us 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 will give you 2 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial, right? So this will give us 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 multiplied by 2 times 1. So this will cancel this will cancel this. We now have 4 times 3 will give you 12. So 2 times 1 will give you 2, and this will be 6. So let's go to the fourth term. We have 4 combination 4, 3 will be equals to 4 factorial. So we now have 4 minus 3 factorial, then 3 factorial. So this, you can see, it's like we have something like this because this is going to give you 4 factorial equals 1 factorial, then 3 factorial. We have it before, 3 factorial, 1 factorial. So they are the same thing. Definitely we'll still get 4 again, right? So the last one, which is 4 by 4, 4 combination 4, will give you 4 factorial over 4 minus 4 factorial, then 4 factorial, right? So this will be 4 factorial out of 0 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial. And we had that before, which is 1. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's now apply it to this. So these are the coefficients of the binomials. So let's apply it to those complex numbers. So we assume that this is A and this is B. Okay? So let's start from here. So we have 1. Okay? 1. So we say 1 multiply by 2. 2 power 4. Then multiply by square root of 7i power 0. All right? So 1. So whatever it gives you, that is it. So for the second one, we have 4. So it said 4 multiplied by 2 power 3. Then multiply by square root of 7i power 1. Okay? So we also go to 6. We also use 6. We say 6 multiply by 2 power 2 square root of 7i power 2. So whatever we get, we write it. So we also have 4. 4 multiplied by 2 power 1. Then square root of 7i over 3. So we are going to write down whatever it gives us. Then the final one, which is 1, we have 1 multiplied by 2 over 0 multiplied by 7i power 4. So whatever it gives us is our answer. So let's do it. So we have 2 power 4, 1 multiplied by 2 to the power of 4 is going to give us 16, because 2 to the power of 4 is 16 multiplied by 1. Then this is going to give us 1. So here we have 16. I'm going to write with red pen, 16. So we can easily simplify this. So this is 8, okay? And this is 4. So 4 times 8 is 32, right? So what about this? So this is going to give us 32 square root of 7i, okay? Because we have 7i is power 1. So here we have 6 multiplied by, this is 4, right? And note, 7 square will now give you 7. I square will now give you negative 1. Okay, if you've watched my video, you know that I equals I, then I squared equals negative 1, I cube equals negative I, then I power 4 equals 1. So we have to take note of this. So I squared equals what? Negative 1. So you have 6 times 4 is 24. 24 multiplied by 7 give you 168. 168 multiplied by negative 1 will now give you negative 168. Okay? So that is for this. So here we have, of course, this is 2. Then we have 4 times 2 is 8. Here is going to be 7 square root of 7. Okay? Because it's 7 square root of 7 cube is going to give you 7 square root of 7. Then I cube, our I cube here is what? Negative I, right? So when I say 4 times 2 is 8, 8 multiplied by 7 will give us 56. So 56, it will now be 56 square root of 7, right? So we now have negative here. So have negative I, right? Because I cube is the same thing as negative I. So that negative, you bring it in front of this and you will get this imaginary number. So for this, we have 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, and this is going to give you 7 times 7 multiplied by I power 4. I power 4 here is 1. So 7 times 7 will give you 49. So what we now need to do is to combine all this together. So the first one, we have 16 plus 32 square root of 7i. Hope you can see it. Minus 168 minus 56 square root of 7i. Then plus 49. Okay, so we group the imaginary parts together and the real parts together. So here we have 16 minus 168, then plus 49, then plus 32 square root of 7i minus 56 square root of 7i. Okay, so 16 minus 162 will give you 150, negative 152. Negative 152 plus 49 will give you negative 103. Okay, so that is the real part. So 32 minus 56 will give you negative 24 square root of 7i. So that is, if we expand this complex binomial, this is what we are going to get. I hope you enjoyed this and see you in my next video. Peace out.